We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. And tonight we start week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground is Jarquez Hunter. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Rams defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The Niners at 500 hit 6-6, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Purdy looking to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Pass complete there to Nakua. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And they'll run it with Hunter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And the tight end goes in motion left. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Set! Yellow 20! Sit up!
This is Hunter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jarquez Hunter, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Purdy from the gun. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kick!
Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Get set!
Purdy. This will be complete to Mechie. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 11. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about
touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Now Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to take this one in for Rams touchdown. Isaac Tesslaw, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Purdy on a sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough, and he's a few inches short for 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Allen! Puka Nacua, 44 yards. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Get set, get set.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Ricky Pearsall. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Outside. Runner outside.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Purdy now to throw.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Here's 2nd and 10.
Outside. 22.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Right side, complete to Mechie.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Now Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers
14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Outside. 18. Up.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Stop.
Operating from the gun, Purdy.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Outside. 18. What's up?
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Outside. 18. What's up?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Here's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And inches at the Rams' 8-yard line.
18.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Purdy looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
So you think it's not tough for a quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
21.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 20-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
20-yard line.
All my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with this USC before.
Officer! 18! Watch out! Up.
Back to throw. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Get set! Get set!
They'll try the middle with Gurindo.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
They go play action here. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Get set, yellow,
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second and 3.
Now 2nd and 3.
Set. 180.
Here's Hunter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lady. Easy to learn.
Throwing is Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hunter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Blue 60.
Stafford now to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They're on 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Here's Purdy to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 47.
Here's Purdy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Purdy to throw. That's complete to Pearsall.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Get set. 18, watch out.
To throw is Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Get set. 180.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life.